Hello, my adoring fans. So, you're going to join me for quite a long episode today because we've done a lot of stuff. So, as is becoming tradition, we woke up and had some toast. But then we went to go get Maddie's breakfast from 7-Eleven. So, here's the magic. Here's the magic of the blending of a smoothie, all done by machine. Pretty fun. But yeah, we're filming this video while walking back from the tube because it's so long and it's quite late. So we're trying to save some time. Yeah, it came out all blended and very tasty.
The smoothies are really good.
Yeah, got another of these sandwiches. You may recognise these from the previous episode. And then we went off with a tour. And yeah, got on the tube. We're getting quite good at the tube now, I'd say. Maddie's getting quite good at getting in the camera as well. And then we got to the fish market. I think it's Tsujiki or something, fish market. There's lots of food available, not just fish. So they're like inside for the business people buying fish for their shops and stuff. That was closed, but we were able to walk around the outside, so that was fine. And then we had a sushi class. Maddie looked dashing in her apron, of course. We had a woman who was showing us what to do with a big screen which showed what was happening. So we were trying some of the ingredients, trying some broth, trying some different types of miso paste, I think.
Yeah, because we were making miso soup, so we were trying the different types of miso paste.
And see how that changes flavour. And it does. I think I like the middle of the three. So then the next thing, she showed us like her cooking rice and putting rice vinegar and whatever in it, and then it got dished out to us. But then it was time to make some sushi rolls. So Maddie and I have done some sushi making back home for a Valentine's Day one year, and I'd say we mostly remembered what was going on, and I was very proud of my sushi roll. You'll see it in the end. There's lots of various stages of it along the way, but yeah, you'll see it at the end, and I think I did pretty good. The only thing I would say about this one I didn't like is they seem to have like a mint leaf or something.
It's a basil leaf. It's a Japanese basil leaf.
Japanese basil leaf. That didn't really do it for me, to be honest.
It has a very particular flavour.
Otherwise, very tasty. And as you'll see here, my rolling, very skilled. I wonder where I got so good at rolling. Maybe the slightly more Amsterdam inclined viewers might understand where I might have learned that skill from. But yeah, so there you go. I can roll a sushi roll. And then I can also chop a sushi roll. Just for reference, I don't normally do those with things I've rolled in Amsterdam because it kind of defeats the point. Yeah, but it was pretty good. Make sure you wet your knife every time. Makes it so it doesn't stick. Pro tip from a pro chopper. Maddie's been making bold claims about wanting a whole new set of knives for the flat. I suggested why don't we just sharpen the ones we have, and I think I might have saved myself a bit of money on that one, or at least delayed having to buy it, so that's always a positive. But then yeah, here's the final product. And then I believe the next thing we made were these like balls with a bit of fish on them. And you like scrunch up a ball using this cling film, which I thought was cheating, but apparently wasn't. And then on top of these, you put some fish, and then you put it back in your little bit of cling film, and it does the work of it for you. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Probably the easiest thing we made, just a ball of rice with fish.
It had a bit of wasabi as well.
I don't think these ones did have wasabi, did it? Oh, maybe it did. I can't remember. But yeah, okay, maybe I'd use a crazy third ingredient. But then we made some nigiri, which was more fun because you had to mould the rice in your hands. And we made the salmon roe wrap thing, which I was very confused about what I was meant to do. But once I figured that out, it was pretty good. And here's the finished product. I'm pretty proud of this, I'd say.
I think it looks actually professional.
Yeah, actually looks good.
Yeah.
So then I believe the next step was we were cooking some salmon. We had salmon teriyaki. Now, you may all know I'm not that fond of cooked fish, but I have to say that this was very good. and we had a very good time. And I don't know why I don't like cooked fish. I don't really like the bones. They do annoy me. But I don't know. I think it's just like, it doesn't taste as good as chicken. You know, I just think this would have been better if it was chicken. But I enjoyed it. I gave it a go. You know, did some basting of the sauce. And Maddie has claimed that she now very skillfully has remembered all of this. But here it is. There's a little onion thing as well, which was, I wouldn't say a necessary addition. Yeah, here's the final meal. Here's a bit of miso soup, wasabi and soy sauce. And here's me eating some wasabi. Now what you won't see is how immediately after this I started having a coughing fit. But anyway, then on the way back we walked past this Buddhist temple, did not go in. Instead we went on the tube, metro. We went back to the hotel, and we looked at the drain covers, which are very fun and very, very detailed. But before we actually got to the hotel, Maddie wanted to do a bit of shopping. I found some tooth makeup, which was thrilling. And then when we got back to the hotel, I decided to shave. Thought I was getting a bit too hairy, and there I am, beautiful as always. So the next thing was we then got back on the tube, walking through the busiest station in the world, which apparently has 3.5 million people a day. And I can see why it's so busy, because it's about the size of like 30 normal stations. So pretty big. And then we went up to the top of some building, some government building, and they had really good views of Tokyo. And you can see why it's got such a large population, because it seems to have an endless amount of buildings.
Yeah, it just goes on forever.
Just goes on. Just kind of, like, I guess London maybe looks like that as well, but I don't know. But anyway, we saw a basketball court. I judged them from afar. I don't think they were very good. Sadly, didn't get an opportunity to show them what real brilliance is like. But I did get an opportunity to donate 100 yen to an anti-pollen campaign. Didn't really understand that. But then, yeah. A little snack on some chocolate biscuits, very tasty, and then was recording some guy who was filming someone, because I thought it might be funny seeing that. We walked past a Pokemon Go section where apparently people just sit down on benches and play Pokemon Go, which is like a Pokemon game where you're meant to walk around and catch Pokemon in like real life, right? But then we got to somewhere called Piss Alley. We walked down it. We were meant to like go and get food there, but it was all a bit too stressful because it was, like 8 people in the restaurant maximum, and they didn't all speak English, and we were by ourselves. So instead, we went to a restaurant where you order via a machine. You don't need to communicate with someone, and also their Cokes are incredibly large. So that was a nice bonus. And here's what it looked like. It was still pretty snug, pretty fun. So quite enjoyed it. Maddie's food looked very delicious. Had a bite and it was like pretty good, but my food even better. Like that.
I would say we both didn't have food on.
Yeah, neither of us had food on. Yeah. And then to kill some time, we went to a pachinko place, but we couldn't figure out how to put money in, so unfortunately we were unable to gamble. But we walked past the British pub, and then we walked through, I think it's the red light district or something. And we saw a sign for the new Fast and Furious movie, which they've named strangely in Japan, and also a giant Godzilla. Then we saw these statues. They were pretty cool. And then after this we went through these little narrow streets, alleyways or whatever, which had not that many bars. Well, not that, quite a large number of bars, but with not many people per bar.
What about 5 or 6?
Yeah. But it looked quite interesting, but it was quite late. We didn't decide to do that today. Instead, we wanted to go look at a dog statue, a loyal dog who waited for 9 years or something for his owner after he had a heart attack. But also a crossing. So this crossing is featured in Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. Very exciting. I think it's a very famous crossing. Shibuya crossing? Shibuya. It's pretty lit. Went across as well. Had a good time. it was, it was actually like not that crazy. It kind of made sense. It was a bit weird that there's no cars in Tokyo, really.
Yeah, pretty nice traffic. There were about 2 cars that crossed the road after it went red, and everyone was just people definitely outnumbered the cars.
Yeah, people outnumber the cars by a long way.
About over 100 people per time it crossed.
Oh yeah, definitely. And maybe that's time of day.
Always about 3 or 4 cars.
But here's me pretending to be a car in Tokyo Drift. I wanted to be more dramatic, but I felt embarrassed because I was taking up a lot of space. But then we walked towards some street that said Basketball Street. We didn't find much basketball related stuff there, but we did find some dudes doing some tricky, dancey things, which was pretty cool, pretty nice. Enjoy that. They are definitely better at this. The average Japanese person that we've seen with a basketball is better at dancing with it than playing so far, I would say. But then we were pretty zonked, and we are now heading back to bed. So I hope everyone has a good day, and adios.